Alright, this video is on basic division. So we're going to practice using the standard written method for this video. So before I begin, I want to go ahead and explain multiplication and division. So multiplication and division kind of work together. So division is the opposite of multiplication. So multiplication, when we think of that, we think of repeated addition. That means that we're going to add our numbers several times to get our product. And when we're getting a product, since we're adding, we should get bigger. And then for division, since it's the opposite of multiplication, it's repeated subtraction. So that means we're going to continue to subtract. And if we're subtracting to get our quotient, that means we should get to a smaller number is our goal. A smaller number. All right. So our first problem is 56 divided by 7. And we are trying to figure out what that is. So what we can do is, first of all, let's remember that division is repeated subtraction. So we know that our answer right here should be a smaller number is what we're focusing on. All right. So when we're working with division, we have our little house right here. And our big number always goes inside the house. So big number inside the house. All right. And then the little number is always outside the house. All right. So our goal is to figure out what goes in this box right here. So let's say I'm really just not good at division. So I can figure out how to solve division by using the opposite, which is multiplication. So for this problem right here, I am trying to figure out how many times does 7 go into 56. So a way to do that is I'll write my times tables on the side. So 7 times 1, and then I'll write 7 times 2, and I'll write 7 times 3, and I'll just keep going until I figure out what 7 times what is going to give me 56. So 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 6 is 42. So we're getting, 42. So we're getting closer. 7 times 7 is 49. And then 7 times 8 is 56. And that's the number that we were looking for, was 56. So that means, oh goodness, this video is like so hard to record. Okay, so since we were looking for this number right here, 56, we have to figure out what number did we just multiply by to get there. So it looks like we used the number 8. So if we use the number 8, that means the 8 will go in our quotient box. But, so as we're putting 8 right here, we asked ourselves, what is 7 times 8? And 7 times 8 is 56, just like we wrote down. And since we are doing repeated subtraction, we have to subtract what 7 times 8 is. So 56 minus 56 is 0. And when we get down to 0, that's usually how we know that we are done. All right, so we're going to do that again with another problem. Our next problem is 36 divided by 6. So go ahead and write that down while I'm getting this ready. All right, so 36 divided by 6. So what number goes inside the house? Here, and we can even draw a roof right here to help us remember. All right, so what number goes inside the house? 36. And what number goes outside? 6. And our goal is to get to the triangle. What is the answer? All right, so if I'm not very good with division, I can just say, well, I can do my times tables right here onto the side to figure out what 6 times what will give me 36. So 6 times 4, 6 times 5, 6 times 6, and 6 times 7. And we'll just stop there to see if we can get to our answer. So we have 6 times 1 is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and 36, and this is 42. All right. Oh, goodness. Okay. So now that we figured that out, we need to figure out what is going to get us to 36. 6 times what? And it looks like right here, 6 times 6 is 36. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our number right here that we multiplied, and we're going to put it up in our box. And 6 times 6 right here is 36. And we are going to subtract, and that tells us is 0, so we are done. So that means 6 times 6 equals 36, and 36 divided by 6 is equal to 6.